Yo, we are back, the BEASTcamp podcast. I forgot what episode this is. 9? Episode 9. All right, we're on episode 9. We got a lot of guests, but for today, we got 2. There they are. We got Evil Ryu and we got Rucboi. So thank y'all for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's get straight to it. First of all, Happy New Year. Second of
Year's.
all, congrats to Rucboi for his first offer.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was USC. I seen the colors. I was like, yellow and red. Oh, okay, okay.
I wish.
He said, I wish. Hey, you never know. I'm just saying. But yeah, congrats on that, bro. We gonna talk about that later, of y'all being athletes, like for real, and being crumpers. But for now, yeah, y'all just had 2 big battles at a very crazy corner session, and I just want to ask, like, how do y'all feel about y'all battles? I'm sure the viewers, the listeners wants to know. Why are you smiling? Why both of y'all smiling? Evil Ryu, man. I don't know if there's even a video of you talking. So this is dope. How do you feel about your battle?
I feel like we all knew it was gonna happen. To be honest,
Okay.
I feel like it was expected.
Mm-hmm.
I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
Kept my belt. Yeah.
So the hardcore champ
Yep.
right here defended his championship. Was that your first time defending it?
Yeah. I was supposed to battle Swift at first, but I guess he had work. But he still showed up. So
Interesting.
he was supposed to do a 3-way.
He did show up.
Yeah, he showed up. So I was like,
Would you battle him still? Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Not even know
Somebody corner session DC BEASTcamp. Let's set that up. So how does it feel to be like the hardcore champ? I feel
Honestly,
like there's like a target behind your back, or
yeah, definitely. I feel like this is my way of like getting more battles.
Word.
Cause originally nobody liked to battle me like that.
Why do you
Just
think?
Regular. I don't know. I think it's because I'm young and I don't know. I'm considered like a kid outside of the KRUMP game, but like inside the KRUMP game, I'm like a grown man. But
Right.
I feel like if they lose, that's like a I don't know.
Like
I'm
a
not
major
explaining.
dub because
Yeah.
you're a kid or whatever.
Yeah,
I feel that, but it's also that you're tight. So
yeah,
and you beat people pretty bad, so that could be a factor too. And I'll say that because that's well. Anything else you want to say about your battle at the corner session? No,
nah,
it was just lit. You just straight to the point.
yeah.
Damn, yeah, that footage was amazing. I just watched the first round and then I kind of stopped. I'm gonna keep watching it, but your first round I have to digest it. I did like Tiny Eyes' round too, but yeah, you know, I just think the bro just needs to keep labbing on material, because his krump is both of y'all krumps. Both of y'all krump is hella pure, because y'all was raising this, but material is really important. Character, the creativity side. So
Okay.
yeah, man, like really dope footage. Rucboi, woo! Was that main event the last battle of the night?
No, it wasn't. I made sure it wasn't.
Right.
I can't do it.
Right.
Last battles, the whole night.
At 1 a.m.
Yeah, 2
2 a.m.
o'clock. You just sitting there in character the whole time. I wanted to get my battle out the way, so yeah, it was a lot that led up to that battle for sure. I didn't originally, when I asked for a battle at the corner session, I didn't think it was gonna be Concrete. But when he said it, I was like, dang, because me and Concrete, we talk all the time. Like, that's my bro. Like,
Right.
we text almost every day, like, calling each other and everything. So when he said we had the battle, I was like, dang. As soon as we found out the flyer came out, he texted me like, yeah, bro, it's that time. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go lab right now, so you better be labbing. But yeah, it was cool. It was like I took KRUMP super serious.
Yeah.
More serious than I ever took it. Like,
So what was like your lab process like for Concrete, because Concrete is all around really good. So
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to share us like your secret gems,
nah,
but
yeah.
just how was like that process?
really, I just took it serious. Like, my whole KRUMP career, I never really like labbed like that. Like, especially like,
Owie. For
yeah.
the people that you
No, I never. Yeah, it's like I haven't, because like I don't have patience to lab. So like,
I feel that.
I got like a short attention span. So like, that's why I don't be trying to create so much material and stuff like that. But I knew for this battle, I had to create material. I knew that for sure. Like, material was a big deal. Concepts was a big deal, because I know Concrete gonna come in with all that plus more. So I knew I had to build on my material, my concepts. But most mostly really I was focusing on more on like just being an overall good crumper.
Exactly.
I know my get off is crazy. I don't really have to work on my get off
Right.
too much. That's like a given, but I made sure I was seasoned everywhere.
Right.
And I got a little bit of help, like advice from other people. Like I talked to Solo and Ruin
Nice.
and talked to B-Buck and Bigfoot, all of them, just to make sure I'm on the right track.
Mhm.
Like, dude, how am I looking right now? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Now that's a crazy mix. Solo, Bigfoot, you said
Mhm.
B-Buck, and
I talked to Ruin, Cannon,
Ruin,
pretty much
Cannon.
everybody I could
Yeah.
talk to. Like I was just trying to make sure I'm on the right track. But really, Solo helped me out a while ago. Like before even, not even just like for the battle, it was just for advice from a long time ago that I just thought about. Like, oh snap, Solo did tell me about this.
Mhm.
Let me use this. So
yeah, Solo guru. Yeah, material though. I remember your first round when you did the bull concept, and then you did the neck.
Yeah.
Well, that was like probably one of the clearest storytelling things you did. So
Yeah.
was that lab?
That was lab, but that I was gonna use that move. I had two different variations of that one move, and I wasn't gonna use that. And for some reason, when I battled, it just came out. Like I wasn't planning on using that one. I was gonna use the other one, and I thought that wasn't gonna be crazy like that. I thought it was just gonna be like, okay, that's tight, but you know. But when I actually did it in the battle, that was like the main like
Yeah. No,
move that popped off.
especially for a first round. That one was like clear as day. Like, boom, boom, and you kept doing the
Yeah, the bullseye
Yeah,
material.
yeah,
I created
boom.
that at Ruin Studio. It was there, and I showed Ruin my first variation of the move. And Ruin was like, maybe you should do it like this. And I'm like, oh no, man, like you, cause Ruin, man, he moved different than I do.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that nigga,
yeah,
like, I can't move like that. So I was like, I don't know, but I try it. But I had to put my own little twist on it, and it hit for sure.
And then second round was the nope.
Yeah, the no concept.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
for sure. Yeah.
So even if people didn't watch that movie, just you looking in the sky and was it like
abduction.
taking yeah. So
Sure.
yeah, man, y'all did amazing. That was a great way to end 2022
Hell yeah.
for y'all. You know what I'm saying? 2022 was a lot too with Desert Storm and everything that was happening with that. You want to talk about that? Because your battle,
My battle was
it had a little spice when it came out with other stuff.
yeah.
But how'd you feel about, I guess, the aftermath
Yeah,
of the
the
battle?
aftermath. I mean, I'm gonna tell you how I felt during the battle. For
Go
sure,
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
during the battle, it was like, why am I even here? Like, no disrespect to the bro, but it's like, I was working hard for this battle. I kind of felt disrespected a little bit. Like, just for me to even be in the same, you know what I'm saying, in the same category for that day, I kind of felt disrespected. So, yeah, I kind of was like pissed off about that. But when I didn't really like how the energy was just kind of weird for some reason. That's other stuff, but it was buck though. I watched the footage and I did exactly what I thought I did, so it was pretty tight. But to see everybody else's like thought process on who won, and that's what kind of blew me. It's like,
Right.
are we watching the same battle, or am I missing something? But for him, he did really good. You know what I'm saying? He came. That's a different opponent. He kind of was like, he made it a show for sure.
Right,
Because I'm not really into like the.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? The
Like
goofy.
that approach
Yeah.
and stuff.
He made it a show for sure. He came in goofy, like laughing, joking. It was cool. It was a good battle. Good little toxic battle. Yeah. Good little toxic battle.
I'm crying. No, it's just always like, it's just always fun to see that.
Yeah.
Like the back and forth talk. Bigfoot
Bruh.
was in the thing. Like,
That
back up. And who could? It's funny. Who could like argue with Bigfoot? So no one was in his face.
Yo, it was so much going on.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, Desert Storm, that footage and that battle too was probably like one of the most talked about. You
For
know what I'm
sure.
saying? And that event overall was just amazing. Really good for the KRUMP community. You know, 5 days, almost everyone was there. For sure, every crew was there. So just really, really dope for KRUMP. So
Yeah.
to transition to the next question, since we're talking about KRUMP, and it was good for KRUMP. So what do you guys like feel is like the current state of KRUMP? Like, what is like y'all opinions? And both of y'all could answer.
You can go first on that.
Like, y'all.
I'm trying to figure out how to answer that.
I mean, the current state of KRUMP right now, I feel like we're in a very tricky place right now. I feel like there's a lot of people who are kind of like lost, and they need to be redirected into what's important right now. It's a lot of distractions going on, kind of like in the real world, like, you know, distractions. We all get distracted on social media and stuff, but we're not focused on what's real. So I feel like that's what it is at KRUMP. Like, we too focused on who won and who lost, and instead of just being real with ourselves and just working on our craft. I mean, I get the opinions and all that. That's all good. But, like, if you're going to have an opinion, just make sure you're actually, like, educated. And you're constantly trying to, like, understand what KRUMP is before you start just blurting out.
Just say, like, your own
exactly.
opinion.
But I think we need to, you know, start educating certain people. But, nah, I think we need to just start redirecting everybody back into what's important instead of getting into the outside madness and all that other stuff that be taking place in the KRUMPers page and stuff like that.
So what do you think is something that people should like focus on?
Really should focus on the fellowship and building,
building
like networking with each other, because we all got like a lot of different things we bring to the table, like different crews, different fams, and I feel like sometimes it stops us because like, okay, I'm not gonna work with him because he's from the East and I'm from the West and I'm from DC. He's from, instead of just being like, yo, bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We battled, that's cool. Now we, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can work together and we can build something better than that.
Right.
And we need to start focusing on the youth too. I feel like that's like been the hardest part. It's not as many kids, especially in LA where like it came from. We have no kids here. And it's kind of crazy like how like we don't have no youth out here, and this is where it's created.
Especially after, again, Desert Storm, like seeing like the youth night and stuff, you know. But yeah, Evil Ryu, you got some little 2 cents about the current state of KRUMP?
I feel like we need more honesty.
More honesty?
Yeah,
Word.
I feel like some people get their head wrapped around, like, some people boost people's head up just, you know, because that's their homie or whatever.
Right.
But I feel like if we more honest, that could take people in the right direction to, you know, be better, get in the lab, you know, just
that's
be better overall.
That is true. That is so true.
Do y'all take like battles personally? Like, let's say if y'all really took an L, like, would y'all take that personally or just like move on? Like,
nah, I'm getting right back in the lab after that. Like at the illest, when I lost in the tournament, because at first I didn't lab, I didn't used to lab, and then I lost over there. Man, I got in the lab.
What battle was it? Like, was it top?
It was top 4 kids.
You lost some
Micro
Twig. Yeah, Baby Ruin, right?
Yeah.
Looked at me like
that was hot.
Crazy. I lost a kid on YQ.
And tournament is, you know, kind of the overseas crease, and y'all came there, but y'all still made hella noise though. Top 4 kids and then finals. But anyways, keep going. So how'd you feel after the illest?
I just, like I said, I just was in the lab real hard. Like after that, I'm pretty sure I was like, I was going up. Cause I ain't like that feeling. Like I was hot. I started low key. I was about to cry low key after I lost, cause I knew I could have won that. But yeah, I just got in the lab. That's really good.
I think with me, like me and him, we're just competitors in general. Like if y'all know us, like we're competing at everything we do. Like if we playing a video game, it's like I'm not losing. If I lost, we're going again. Like,
yeah, I've been whipping him though.
Yeah, he plays the game all day. I just started playing, but we play games that I play. You don't win. But we're not talking about that. So, boom. So like we don't like losing. That's just in general. So we do everything we can in our strength to not lose. But I have lost in tournaments for sure, and I know like me personally, I take it serious. I be like, man, I just lost. It's like him. I'm going back to the lab. I don't really like do too much like getting down on myself about losing, because I really don't know what it feels like to like lose like that. So I kind of never like really had that feeling of like, dang, I really lost. Like. Not in my mind. Y'all probably could think y'all lost, but to me, I know. I
don't know what it feels like to lose, so I don't know.
I don't really know, but I know like tournament when I lost to Kid and Y, it's like a lot. Mine is kind of different. Like a lot of my situations where I lose is kind of more like debatable losses that I don't think I lost. So like, I don't take it more like personal. I probably be like, dang, I didn't win enough to make people think that I'm
Right,
if that makes sense.
That's how it usually be. But no, that's mad inspiring because you know, the way y'all answered the question. I remember I went up to you after the finals, and I just at the Illis, and I was kind of nervous like how you would take the loss. But yeah, I remember you was like, man, I just knew what was it? It was like material or something that you said. It's like, man, I'm gonna lab on material. Watch that. And I was like, for you being, how old were you?
I was like, how was I? 16.
16. So for you to be 16 and to have that mindset versus like, oh nah, like, you know, it's a biased thing. Like, I just want to say like it's really dope that y'all just took it just to the craft and not like go outside and like blame you know, like the politics. You know, and also, I think hella people could learn from that.
I didn't even know I was gonna make it that far. I joined the tournament.
Was that like your first big tournament?
Yeah, and I wasn't supposed to be in a tournament. I didn't want to be in a tournament.
Big Fud told
right?
You signed me up for
No, I didn't sign up nothing.
No, but you told me to be in the kids one though.
Yeah, because I knew that, but I didn't know. I swear,
I want to do that.
I didn't know I was in that tournament, bro. I was asleep and I just hear Rucboi. I'm like, I woke up. You're like, come on, you got the Wesley. I'm like, what? The prelims. I'm like, oh, Big Fud. I looked at Big Fud like, oh, you gonna be here. So I didn't think I was gonna make it that far. And when I made it that far, I'm like, dang. But I knew like material, musicality, you know, Kid and Y, like he came in there with the musicality. He knew every track.
Oh yeah, that's him.
every track.
That is him.
I'm gonna be back.
Ooh.
Be back.
Yeah. You hear that, Kid and Y? You hear that?
That's my boy though.
No, that would be a dope rematch to like years later on, and I think at like a main event battle. Yeah. That wasteland or whatever events.
That's my dog.
It's freaking fun. I wish y'all could see. Oh my gosh. So honesty, focusing on like the right things. Anything else that y'all think like the KRUMP, or just the current state of KRUMP needs before we move on? Those are some good points.
Oh yeah, that too. And put yourself out there. Go to the right sessions. Lab with the right people. Just working your craft.
Yeah. So are y'all cool with like labbing with people that's not like in your fam or in your like crew and whatnot? Like, is that that's
I
cool.
think me personally, I've already kind of been doing it. Like at first, I wasn't cool with labbing with nobody. Honestly, like I don't like labbing in general because I don't have the patience. But as I got older and I started like having more like connections with people outside of KRUMP, like outside of my crew, like being in like the Bullseyes fam with Cannon and all them, like we already been close, but now it's like, oh, like let's go lab, and it's like, all right, and now I got a car, all right, I'll pull up, I'll drive up there, and they drive up like to me, so I'm more like, you know, cool with it. I ain't got no like real problem with it. It just depends on who lab. If it's just a person I don't know, we ain't got no connection, I'm not labbing with you.
Right.
But if we like cool already outside of KRUMP, I'm down.
Yeah, because I mean, like, for me, it's just like how people have pickup games, you know what I'm saying? Like how the NBA stars on off season, they would be having games with each other, you know, just to see how everyone's playing. And then when it's like season time, obviously you're gonna be on the other side, but you know, it's just for the sport, and it's nothing beyond that, you know. And I think y'all, just from our conversation already, you guys are showing that, and that's really dope. And y'all are really young, so it's really inspiring for the older generation. Anything else?
Well, back to the question that you asked, what like KRUMP has been missing, I said love, bro, just in general. Like loving the dance, loving the community. I feel like we do a lot of things that damage the community. Like battling in general already kind of damaged the community. So like we got to do more to keep all of us kind of you know what I'm saying? Man,
but what do you think damages it? Because battling for us would be fun. But for, what do you think? Like,
I don't think it's the people that are battling. It's the people that's watching the battle and commentating and all that other stuff. That's what kills. That's what kills it. Because it's like
trying to get in the shot.
Me and Beast would like say like we battle, right? We'll battle. Right. And the people there like, oh, that nigga Rook destroy Beast. Right. Then Beast, this is hypothetically. Right. Oh, he got off on me, but I did this. Then it's like, wait, you didn't do that. I did this. So now we're going at it because somebody else said something. Now we're into it, and it's just like a whole big problem for no reason. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what just kills it in general. Just not it's just loving the community, man. You know, certain things shouldn't be brought up in the KRUMP community in general. Like we bring a lot of outside problems to,
Right.
you know, KRUMP, which damages it, and this is why like people want to keep their kids away from it, because like, you know, it's a lot of like stuff that go on that doesn't have nothing to do with KRUMP.
Right.
You go to KRUMP sessions, people want to fight and stuff. It's like,
Yeah. Lots of stories.
a lot of weird stuff, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, this is why, again, like, it's important to, hear your guys' voice. And you guys have a really strong, you know, position in KRUMP because you guys are fan favorites. So for you guys to take a stand like that, I think is really huge. And you guys have said something that I want to talk about because it involves you guys, which is, it's crazy how you say KRUMP needs, especially out here in LA, more youth, but you guys were the youth before, so it could be a long story, but how was that? Like, you're the son of KRUMP, you know what I'm saying? I feel like both of y'all are the sons of KRUMP.
Son of KRUMP, son of Buck.
Right.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Back to
So how, in a short story, you know, because that's basically y'all whole lives, like, how was that? Like, you know, what age did y'all start? It's free for all, but how was it to really grow up in KRUMP and be probably one of the first like kids of KRUMP, you know?
You want to go first? Because you already know I was, you know, for you.
I mean, yeah, like you said, I was born into it, so I witnessed a lot of great things. I feel like, oh yeah, no bad. I feel like, oh yeah, it's just cool how my journey has been, like, from all the AKAs to now, like, I'm my, not, I wouldn't say own, but like, you know, I'm my own man in KRUMP. So I feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just cool. I was born into it, raised and all that. Yeah.
For me personally, it was dope when I'm in KRUMP, but like when I go to school and stuff like that, it was hard. Cause like I swear I was the only person that kind of knew about KRUMP. Like we both went through it, but it's like to other people, KRUMP is like, dang, that's crazy. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know, you get made fun of, like, you know what I'm saying, the regular stuff. Right. But like, that's me growing up, so like, you know what I'm saying. But like my dad and stuff, everybody told me like, you gotta just embrace it, bro. Like at first I didn't post no KRUMP on my Instagram page or nothing. It's like,
I remember that,
bro. It's like, so now I'm posting my KRUMP all the time. Like everybody like it now. Like I got people that used to make fun of me in middle school. They don't want to support me the most right now. So it's just been cool. And then growing up in KRUMP, it's just like, dang, like I went from a kid, then grew up in it, and people didn't even know that was me. That was Mini Slot when I was young.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people didn't even know that, and it's just cool to be like.
How old were you when you were Mini
I was
Slot?
2. I started at 2. Yeah.
Like your first memories was KRUMP?
Yeah,
That's
my whole life been KRUMP. So everything I do is from KRUMP. I know how to dance because of KRUMP. Like other dances, like two-step and all that, I learned from KRUMP. Like KRUMP was the first dance I ever learned. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it just helped me become like who I am today. So yeah, without KRUMP, I wouldn't even know
what to do.
I don't know what I'd be.
What was some of your accomplishments as Mini Slot?
Shoot.
Weren't you like KRUMPer of the Year or something?
I made KRUMPer of the Year.
At 2 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that video when they awarded it to you.
I was like 4 that, yeah, like 4, yeah. Because that's the dunamis later on.
Before he was born.
Sheesh.
I did a lot of stuff. Music videos.
Go ahead, Big Fud.
He was supposed to be, Chris Brown had got the little kids because of him.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Chris Brown got the
Chris Brown wanted
kids.
the little kids because of him, but I didn't have a
work
permit for him at 3 years old, so he ended up picking up the other 2 little kids when he really wanted him.
Yeah, Miles and Scooter.
So for the Grammys.
Okay, just to repeat it, just because Big Fud don't got a mic. So Chris Brown wanted this guy, but that couldn't happen because of a work permit.
Yeah,
because Fud didn't have that, and at the age of 4. Sheesh. Hey, Chris Brown, you know, he kind of older now, so one of his little homies, I'm saying, get the big homie, bro.
Yeah. You already know I got 2 of my boys working with Chris Brown right now. Sketch and Hurt, shout out to y'all, you feel me? They doing their thing, Chris Brown on tour and all that stuff.
Damn.
You know what's going on.
And that's a dope thing to see, you being a big homie. Yeah, you had that name for a minute, but I think last year and a little bit like 2021, was like your rise as a big homie, but for sure last year, you was like your whole fam was going crazy. So how was that like? How's that transition from, being just alone type thing and being like poured into, then you pouring into people?
Yeah, I mean, I know like for me personally, like when I was mini slot, like the fams and all that stuff was like a thing. Like I was tight, like the Eyes fam, we got the Rampage fam, you got all of them. So it was like a big thing, like to really have a fam that was all close. And I felt like as I got older, I was kind of looking for that same like, you know what I'm saying, fam like aspect. I never was like in like a real fam where we always that close. So I made it a thing, and then my first little homies was my brother and my cousin. He was a J Slick, but he don't dance no more. But I had stopped. Like I had stopped one of the little homies after them. So I had dropped him. I dropped my own brother and my cousin. Like I dropped it on my fam, and then I had recently started back, and I started back, and now it's like it's just crazy. So now I'm actually teaching them. I be forgetting. Like sometimes I be like, I don't feel like being a big homie. I'm just chill, and they be like, nah, bro. Like we need to laugh today. I be like, all right,
yeah.
We go laugh. So now it's just like we constantly growing. It's just like, and then to see them actually like taking what I help, like what I teach them, and they actually growing and creating their own names and their own families. It's like it's crazy. Like, it's like,
yeah. Now you can see, your little homies really taking your teachings to heart, cause like Queen Rucboi, yeah, she be doing a lot of stuff that like mirrors you. Sketch, Herc, Bullet, especially Bullet. You know, how long was he twin?
Shoot, I don't know how long it's been.
It's been for a minute.
Couple years.
Oh,
now,
okay,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Then we got Princess Rucboi that's in Japan. She's crazy. Like she's really young. We got babies from. We got two. We got Ruck the diapers.
Yeah, that's
well,
cool.
He like
yeah.
1, 22, 2 years old. Yeah. So we got a lot of little homies. They got like from different ages, and then it's a lot of most of my fam is females though, and they're the ones that's crazy right now. Like
right.
You know what I'm saying, Ruck girl and. All the rest of them.
Yeah, Rose,
Ruck Rose, yeah,
Ruck Rose, yeah.
A lot of us,
and good people too.
Yeah,
you got a good like group of people that I think not only that you're pouring into them, but I feel like it's an equal exchange.
Yeah, exactly. I'm learning from them every day because one thing I was missing was the regular like choreo dance, all style dance. So a lot of everybody in my family pretty much is like that's their strong point. So I'm kind of learning from them. They teaching me like, all right, you got to start adding some all style stuff until you get off. And I'm like, all right, you got too much all style, so let me give you this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like an equal exchange, and we all act kind of similar, and we're all like just a big family. Like we're all like around like you know what I'm saying? The same vibe. We got the same vibe. Like everybody.
Yeah, I could feel that. A lot of my like newer little homies are better than me and like the all style stuff, and I'm like damn. So it's just inspiring for me because I be learning from them, and even like how they approach dance like in general and whatnot. So yeah, keep it up, man. Like it's really dope, y'all fam. This whole thing, I was like, I think it was Sketch and Herc in the session, and I was like, hey, I know it too. I just like hopped in and did it.
Man.
But yeah, and it's also a mirror of just the people that was leading you too. You know, it really looks like on some unity like DC. You know, when DC does when y'all do that.
DC rock and all that stuff. Yeah.
And the step when Big Fudd did that versus Queen Buck Hype.
Yeah.
And those type of things. So it's just dope to see the lineage and keep that up, man. And even with that lineage, with the dancing, it even went to the music side. So both of y'all are producing music. So when did y'all even start?
Well, I can kind of speak for both of us on this one. Not gonna lie, but
go ahead.
I know like I started making beats when I was like 12. I started making beats, but I stopped making beats. I don't like it. I don't have patience for it. So it was I don't have patience for it. So it was like I think it was before my weapon battle or something. What track I had just randomly got on the track and I started ad-libbing on there. And I ended up battling Weapon to it.
The corner session?
Yeah. I had actually made a track, like a track when I was like 6 rapping. But I was playing around, like trying to like, I was basically mimicking Todd Eyes a long time ago. And it ended up being funny, like a little funny thing. And then later on, I ended up actually making a track and I got off to it. After that, it's just been like up. And then that's how like the little auto tune stuff happened. Like that was just me playing around. Like me and HB was just in the studio, and I was like, he had the auto tune on. He like, bro, I just got auto tune on here, bro. I'm like, dang, I sound like T-Pain. I said, what if I made a KRUMP track on here, like actually doing the auto tune? Like that probably be crazy. And we made it, and then people was messing with it. Like it was like a new, like, you feel me, a new like sound, and then I just went up from there. So, and then you can speak on how you started making tracks. You know what I'm saying?
I started making tracks through well, first I had downloaded like these little drum pad apps, like where you just tap the little sounds or whatever. And then he had got me Project had got me my first computer, like the actual one, put Fruity Loops on it.
Big homie.
So I had got my sounds or whatever, and then that's when I started like really taking it serious. So that was like, he got me that on Wasteland, so that was about 2 years of taking it serious. Yeah.
Me too. Like it's only been like a couple years of me taking the music serious.
And what do you guys have track maker names?
Tiny Galvatron.
I'm just Rucboi.
I'm Big Fud.
Big Fud, yeah.
I'm just Rucboi on the tracks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because sometimes people don't know, like, when what's Bravo's like name
Lil
before?
Lil Galvatron.
And then HB.
Tiny Galvatron.
Yeah.
Bullet.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Bullet make tracks too?
Mm-hmm.
Same amount of time.
Yeah.
What?
So one thing too, everybody think I'm the one making the beats. I don't make the beats. HB makes the beats, or him. Bravo made a couple of my tracks, so I don't make beats. I just rap on them, ad lib on them, sing on them, whatever you want to say. But yeah.
So you been like rapping, or what did it start with KRUMP?
No, bro. I promise you, I don't even know how it really started. Like I know I had he put me on the app. It was an app where you can really make music. Like you have a beat, an instrumental. What's it called? A Loco.
Yeah.
It used to be like
we used to
have instrumentals on there, and you'll put your headphones on, and you'll just sing on there, be auto tune and everything.
Yeah, freestyle.
Yeah. So I end up taking HB song. I put it on there. I downloaded it on the app, and I rapped over it. And I like was like showing it to everybody. And everybody like, oh, that's actually tight. Like, it was actually cool.
That's tight.
Yeah.
What was the app called?
It's called a Loco.
What?
Yeah,
I'm about to download that. Watch me be on the rise this year.
Yeah. So that's where I started. So now it's going up. Like I put on my first debut album, so it's been going crazy. Like super crazy.
Yeah, and your debut album was nominated for Album of the Year.
Yeah.
That's crazy, yeah. And it
First
had
time.
hella hits that everyone was battling to. Even before it was out, you know, people was like, man, can you send me that track? What track is that? So damn. So big homie, producer / rapper / singer / all of that.
Anything.
And then, which is the obvious one, athlete.
Yeah.
So, like, how was that? Like, was it hard to balance both, or you felt like it helped each other out, being a football player or just an athlete in general and a dancer?
Yeah. They go hand in hand, honestly. Like KRUMP is the reason why I'm good at football, and football is the reason why I'm good at KRUMP. So it's like it go to hand in hand. Like when I'm working out for football, it's like I go to KRUMP, and now I'm all of a sudden different. Like I'm hitting harder now.
Right,
so it's like it go hand in hand. But growing up, I always knew like whatever I'm gonna do, if I go to NFL, I'm still gonna be KRUMPing. So I knew I never had to choose between the two, like ever. So I always needed both, and the reason why, like I said, I'm good at football is because of KRUMP. Like I have ultimate balance and feet work. Like feet work that people in football, they be looking at me like, bro, how do you do that? And it's like, bro, it's because I KRUMP.
Right.
Like that's the reason why. Like so, like even like my coaches, they'd be like, how is he doing this, or why is he getting by you? Why is he? It's like, bro, I KRUMP. Like,
why is he body controlling?
Yeah, it's just like it's regular. So
why is he buck hopping?
Yeah, and I kind of feel like I'm the reason why a lot of KRUMPers are dancing now. Like, you know, you got the Odells and stuff like that, but I'm talking about like in like my age range, they used to make like everybody used to make fun of it.
Right,
like, I used to be KRUMPing. They see my videos like, oh, he's not a football player, he's a KRUMPer.
Right.
Now it's like everybody's doing it now. Like my old school, like now they're making the kids dance like for like a little talent show. Like it's a thing now. Like dancing in football is a thing now, and it wasn't like that before. Before I started, like, you know, probably before, like, I'm just talking about in my age range and my generation.
Right. No, but that's huge. I mean, I feel like everyone in this room experienced that, like, you know, the usual high school like teasing, or not say bullying, but like the usual, like, oh, you do this certain thing, you know, KRUMP. Like for me, it was like, oh, KRUMP is dead. Like I started like 2008, like for real, and I was in high school. You KRUMP? Some dude did a backflip, and I was like, that's not KRUMP. And he created a whole circle and did a call out, and I was like, damn.
Yeah,
you
and
know what I'm
everybody-
saying? Yeah,
I
and then
swear.
trying to embarrass you.
Yeah, I swear I go through it. We go through it all the time because our generation is clown dancing. Like everybody clown dances. Like in LA,
Really?
it's
Yeah.
clown dancing is like everything. So
Like as
we-
of right now.
Yeah, like me
What?
growing up, we have to explain to people every day. Like
We are not clowns.
we're not clown dancers. We
Whoa.
We're
crump.
crumpers.
But it's make it worse because I used to hang, like my age. I don't have no crumpers like my age. Like
Right,
that. So when I used to go like hang out and like go to parties, I would be with the clown dancers. So that kind of made it worse. So like we'd be at the clown dancing party, so they automatically think that I'm a clown dancer. I have to explain to everybody like, no, crump is this.
Its own, yeah.
Clown dancing is that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a whole thing we have to explain. But now people are starting to get it. Like they're starting to understand because I have to keep on
Man,
explaining it to everybody.
damn. This is like an inside scoop on like y'all personal like
Oh,
y'all high school, college life. That's crazy. I did not know that. Majority of clown dancers. For us, it was more jerkers.
Yeah, Jerk,
When jerkers
Mhm.
started to
That
come
was
out.
way back then, for sure.
That started to come out like near my senior year of high school, and I used to get called out. It was a thing called like the iPod battle. It's like, hey, whatever you listening to, you listen to it, but I'm gonna listen to something and we gonna battle. I was like, this makes no sense. And I was trying to eat noodles, and they was like, hey, I'm calling you out. Like, come on, man, put your iPod on. I was like, this makes no sense. No one could hear my track, and you're dancing to a whole other track, and it was just silent. Any experiences with you, Evil Right?
People calling you out?
They be trying to like it's more of a joking thing. They know they starting to like it though. Like everybody be telling me like when I put out the Turn on Lights Out track on his album, it was like, hey yo, that track really tight. Like I'm like, that's crazy how they really starting to like it because at first they used to be like, what is that like? You look like you having a seizure or whatever. I'm like, bro, I heard that multiple times. But yeah.
You gotta talk to
Oh, yeah.
That's like he was holding.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, they starting to like what I do now. So
Yeah.
I'll keep pushing it because
yeah.
it's, I don't know, it's just part of growing up.
Yeah, it is.
Like.
But I ain't gonna lie, I had a couple friends, no matter what, like, I had one friend, this dude knew exactly what I was doing. Like, he'd never seen Crump, but he'll watch my videos, he'd be like, that right there, I like that. Like, so, like, he used to always support it. His name was Adrian. I still know bro to this day, like, but we don't talk as much, but he used to always understand, like, everything. Like, he used to watch my videos, everything, so I appreciate him. He was always, see, for me, my guy, you feel me? And a couple of dudes I grew up with in the hood, you know what I'm saying, they always knew what it was. Like, they always supported me from, you know what I'm saying, from a distance. You know, they come to the sessions back then, but they know what's up. They know what's up.
Would you recommend, like, people in general to pick up some type of sport to amplify their dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more so like the mentality that comes with sports.
Exactly.
Like you learn like certain competitive like mindsets. So like I know like when I'm dancing, like for guns, the battle with guns, I use battle tactics from sports. So
Exactly.
me staring at him, like people are like, oh yeah, downtime in his intro. Me staring at him, that's from football. Like the Mamba stare, like I'm staring at him to see like, okay, is he like really is he really about this or is he just putting on the front? So I did it in a lot of battles. Like if you see my battles, I just stare at you. Like I do that in football too. Like when I'm lining up, I'm staring at you. I'm looking in your eyes. As soon as I see you look like this, I know I got you.
Yeah.
So that just comes from sports, like and just working out in general. Like stamina is better. Core, everything is just like you know what I'm saying. So I would
recommend it. Not even on some professional tip, but
at least working out.
At least you know. But yeah, me and Mijo were talking about that yesterday actually, of just how competitive sports, being in a team, you know what I'm saying, knowing like when is actually your time to like, let's say, get the ball or your time to shine. There's just a lot of stuff that you could learn from being like in sport.
That's
and
a fact.
Going all the way back from early from this podcast, and we were talking about the competitiveness. I think your guys' mindset with just how y'all see the competition is really from like not really, but sports really helps that out, because it's like, all right, if I lost, then I'm gonna just go back in the gym, or I'm gonna go back and just really just not take it personal, and I'll see you next game, or I'll see you next battle or next session, so I encourage people to just kind of step out of KRUMP and be in some type of other physical activity. Like for me, it's martial arts. And I mean, since I already brought up Miho, like me and Miho, love talking about martial arts, and we be taking class together, and it's just a different mindset. Like what you said, the stare down type thing. That's how where my mindset comes from when I battle. Like when I stare someone down, it's like, damn. Like I've been in like martial arts fights to where it's like, bro, we fighting, you making contact. So this dancing thing is like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just punching the air. But you be making contact with like, you know what I'm saying? So get into a YMCA now. Boys and Girls Club.
It's crazy. Like a lot of my stuff, like my mentality and KRUMP comes from sports and gang culture. Like a lot of my stuff, I like the way I carry myself in KRUMP. I feel like if I happen to be a gang member, if I was that, this how I would
fit
be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff I do, like how I carry myself in DC. Like I'm always like front line. Like everything I do is like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I grew up kind of seeing. Like just growing up, I see the homies like, oh, we in the street doing this, doing that. Instead of me actually doing that, I'm using it in KRUMP. So like, oh, somebody talking about DC? Okay. When I see you, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So a lot of that comes from that too, and just knowing your position. So it goes hand in hand. Like, in gang culture and in sports teams, everybody know their position. You know what I'm saying? If they don't know their position, then it's gonna be weak. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of stuff start going on. But and like on the team, like you can't. I wouldn't be Rucboi if it wasn't for DC and everybody knowing their own role. Like I got my own role. My role right now is to battle and to help be like a teacher to the new people coming in DC and like kind of like helping out here and there. But I'm not the captain like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like I'm obviously one of the faces, but like I'm not a DC captain yet. That's not my role yet. So just learning your role, and we all got our own roles.
Y'all are the new stars, That's not even in DC, but in KRUMP in general. And if anybody, if anybody does not know that, y'all are just straight haters. 'Cause even me saying that, and I'm like not ready or whatever to like pass down the torch, but I know like when the next generation is coming up. And for me, I'm just trying to maintain my spot just to help out like the next faces of KRUMP. You know what I'm saying? And that's how even some vets and OGs, that's how y'all stay relevant to help the new generation. And like these moments like this, that's how you can stay relevant without needing to battle, without needing to be in the front line. And you know what I'm saying? So y'all are even like a bigger package than me and some of the OGs, like even before me, because y'all do music. Even sports, that's something very small. You know what I'm saying? That not a lot of people have done that in KRUMP and successfully too. Like both of y'all are doing that. So we're almost done. To end it off, I just want to ask some of y'all goals. Like in KRUMP, it's the new year, so probably some of y'all goals, not just for the new year, but in general and in life.
As far as KRUMP, I really want to have more main event battles. I want to really battle some legendary people. Like the battles I had, it was cool, but I want some like heavy hit battles. So, and I really want to push the next generation. I actually had, when I was younger, I had an account for like the next generation. I used to post all the kids and stuff.
Really?
But
on Instagram?
Yeah, it was called Next Generation KRUMP, something like that, _ I think. But it was something like that. But I had to stop because it was a lot. I didn't have it, But yeah, I want to have more battles. I want to get my music out there, really, because I just put on my album, and then the next album I'm gonna drop, I feel like that's gonna be the one that's gonna really have everybody battling into it. So I want that to be, like to set it off of my music. So yeah.
Nice.
For me, I'm gonna start with KRUMP first. I'm kind of like in a moment where like a lot of my goals are being like currently being like accomplished right now, because like really growing up, I remember when I hit a certain age, my dad had asked me in the car, like, you ready to start battling the concretes, the ruins, the beast? I was like, I think so. He's like, nah, you're gonna have to know. So like now for me to actually have battle concrete, and I'm actually competing at like a high level right now, it's kind of like, dang. So now it's like, what's next? So I know like now I'm more at like a state of mind where I want to bring more KRUMP like to I want to make my KRUMP more of a art instead of just like a
battle. Exactly.
But I want to do it in the battle, if that makes sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just bring emotion back. I want to start bringing my emotions into KRUMP and learning how to, like, really, like, control my emotions through my KRUMP. That's really my goal. And just to keep building my community, my KRUMP community, overall, and in my fams and everything like that. And music-wise, take over time. Like, over time as far as music. So we're going to have some more stuff coming soon. And just in regular life, shoot, I'm just trying to play football in college. Like, be a better everything, honestly.
What's like
son,
top
everything.
3 schools like you would want to go to? If you
top 3 schools if I want to go to, honestly, I don't even know like where I would want to go. I just know I want to go somewhere where
out of state
they want me. Yeah, out of state. I just want to go to a school where they really want me and they really appreciate like what I can bring to the table and willing to give me like a fair shot to actually showcase my talents and get me to the next level, which is the NFL, and prepare me for that. Because I'm trying to go to the league. I don't want to go to a school that's not going to prepare me to be successful in the league. So that's really like,
yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Don't settle for less. Like keep that mindset, and I'm sure Big Fud gonna make sure that happens. Any advice in general for people?
My advice would be, don't be afraid to like express your emotions through your dance. Like we all have like KRUMP, we all have our basics, we all have our technicalities and everything you need to be good at KRUMP. But we have to make sure we actually are expressing ourselves through our dance, cause like I feel like that's kind of like been like kind of like swept under the rug, cause we want to be so like, you know, everything needs to be perfect. But sometimes you gotta just let the emotions just flow, and like I just feel like just do that and be original. Like, you know what I'm saying? We could take advice from everybody. I can take advice from Beast all day, but I don't have to dance like him. I don't have to do everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about just taking the advice that we give to each other and using it and making our own instead of trying to mimic and like, you know what I'm saying? So that's really just my advice in general. Okay.
Like you said, I think you shouldn't have to be afraid to be, you know, like different. I think everybody should be able to, you know, not want to just dance like DC, dance like whoever. Just be normal, you know, be your own person, but still, you know, take advice. Like he said, I feel like just, you know, go to every session, go 818, go to DC, BEASTcamp, or whatever, so you can put yourself out there. Yeah.
Love it. I really enjoyed the conversation. Thank you guys. You guys are always invited back too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to do this just like as a regular like conversation. So even if Big Fud, but when I have him, y'all could share a mic and even still say some stuff. You know, this is always open to y'all, and whatever we do, because y'all have really helped with my journey. You know, DC, Big Fud. At the Blue Box days, and just my way to use my platform. And I really enjoyed this conversation, man. I be forgetting how young y'all are, but man, I was talking to some real mature people right now. So they was and will be the faces of KRUMP. So it's good to just hear from them and hear their opinion, see where their heart is at, and if you look up to them on the dance floor, don't let it stop there. Keep looking up to them outside of the dance floor. So how they view battles, how they view politics, how they view even life. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't stop just from like, oh, they my favorite dancer because they dance good. They're really good people too. So why not learn from them? And it doesn't matter their age as well, because I learned a lot. And I'm like, man, it feels good to, you know, have a conversation that, like, if I lost, I'm just going to be back in the lab, you know. So I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Next time, we will be back.
You know what it is.